His Excellency Mr. Luiz I. Lula da Silva, President of the Federative Republic of Brazil. Your Excellency Mr. Luiz I. Lula da Silva, you have the floor, sir.
Senhor Presidente,
Mr. Chairman,
senhores chefes de governo,
ladies and gentlemen, heads of
senhores
government and
chefes
state,
de Estado. Uma primeira palavra de
first of all, a
agradecimento
word of
ao
acknowledgement
governo da
to the
Dinamarca
government of Denmark
pela amistosa
for the
acolhida
very
que nos
warm
dispensa
hospitality
nesta reunião.
that we have received during this meeting.
A mudança do clima
Climate change
é dos problemas mais graves
is
que
one of the
enfrenta a
most serious
humanidade.
problems that humanity faces.
Controlar o aquecimento
To control global
global
warming is
para
fundamental
proteger o
to
meio
protect the
ambiente,
environment,
permitir o
to allow
crescimento
economic
econômico
growth,
e superar
and to
a
overcome the
inaceitável
unacceptable
exclusão social.
social exclusion.
O relatório de
The
desenvolvimento
Human
humano do
Development
PNUD
Report from the UNDP has warned us in the year 2007 that climate change could step backwards in history, and we cannot allow that this should happen, such a step to a backwardness situation. The control on global warming depends on a collective endeavor. We have to implement urgently and fully the commitment of the Framework Convention of the United Nations on climate change. The effects of climate change, we can already feel them, mainly among the poor countries. We need concrete action and fair actions that will be supported by financial means and technological means that would be highly expressive. They should reflect the share of each country in the last.
É fundamental respeitar o princípio de responsabilidade comuns, porém diferenciadas. Aumento máximo da temperatura média global de 2 graus centígrados é referência importante para nosso esforço coletivo de mitigação. Essa meta deve ser
This goal should be updated in such a way that we can follow the advancement of scientific knowledge. The ambition to reduce in 50% the global emissions of greenhouse gas effects in the year 2050 in comparison with the year of 1990 will help us to assure to reach this objective. But this ambition will be empty and meaningless if there's no clear-cut commitment for the short and midterm. Here in Copenhagen, there's no room for conformism. The developed countries should assume more ambitious targets of reducing emissions that will be at the level of the historical responsibilities that they carry and the challenge that we face. According to the IPCC, the reduction should be to 25 to 40% to the year 2020 in comparison to 1990. If we wanted to be truly ambitious, we should have actually seek the threshold of 40%. Now, I would like to speak very clearly and very frankly to all of you. This conference is not a game where you can hide cards on your sleeves. If we just wait that our partners are placing their bets, we can discover that this will be too late. We will all be losers. My dear friends, the preservation of the Kyoto Protocol is absolutely necessary so that the international regime could keep its rigors. It cannot be replaced by tools that are less demanding. The developed countries should take it as a reference to define targets for deep cuts in emissions. This is the essence of the concept of comparison of the Bali Action Plan. The developing countries should give their contribution to the global effort towards mitigation. Many are deepening their action even in the absence of international financial resources. Brazil has one of the energy matrices most cleanest in the world. 85% of our electrical power energy comes from water resources. 47% of our energy is renewable source, and we were pioneers in the production and use of biofuels. The Amazon is a great heritage of the people that live there, and that's why our commitment to reduce its deforestation in 80% till the year 2020. The Brazilian National Congress has just passed my draft bill that came from the executive branch that has a set of action that involves fighting deforestation, agriculture, energy, and steel industry. These measures will reduce the growth of Brazilian emissions of greenhouse gas effect between 36.1% to 38.9% till the year 2020. This effort will cost us $160 billion, that is to say, $16 billion per year till the year 2020. But this is not a proposal that we're putting on the bargaining table. This is a commitment that we are taking as a Brazilian nation and with the world. Other developing countries has also presented expressive proposals, but such ambition can only become fully concrete if the international flows of financial and technological support should become just a promise or maybe just a mirage. To fight climate change cannot be based on perpetual poverty. Mitigation is essential, but adaptation is a priority challenge for the developing countries, mainly the small island states that are subject to desertification, especially in Africa. It is unacceptable that the countries that are less liable for climate change will be the first ones to be their main victims. The Convention has established the obligation of the developed countries to offer technological financial support for the developing countries. It will be very difficult to deepen the mitigation initiatives or reinforce the capacity to adaptation, mainly among the poor and vulnerable countries without the financial flows to carry a strong component from the public financing. Market mechanisms can be very useful, but they will never have the magnitude or the necessary predictability for the transformation that we all wish. Brazil participates in this conference with the determination to obtain ambitious results. But this ambition has to be shared by all. The fragility of some cannot serve as an excuse for moving backwards or for the misstep of others. It is not politically rational or justifiable morally to put corporate and sectorial interest above the common good and welfare of humanity. Now is the time to act. The verdict of history will not save those that have failed with their responsibilities in this moment. Thank you very much.